up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. What we're going to do today is replace the tail lamps on the 2015 Z28. If we kind of zoom in here, yeah, these look pretty bad. Stress fractures. This one actually has a crack right there. Again, I just purchased this, so that was already there. It wasn't because of my bad driving, but we're gonna get that swapped out today and show you how to remove the back bumper to get to this. First thing you want to do, pop the trunk. All right, now that we have access back here, all right, what you're gonna take off is first these plastic pieces right there. So you're gonna need to remove these three little points. They pop right out. See how these work? So they just come up, squeezes, relieves the pressure off that, and you can slide them right back out. So there's one. All right, we got one more that's down over here, and we got two screws, 7mm. Take those right out. You have to remove the entire back bumper just to get these things to slide out. I wanted to show you what to do on the top side. So now we're going to work on the passenger side. And little tip for you guys, these little notch where you get the screwdriver or your little tool in over here, see it in relation to the vehicle, make it where it's accessible. Next time you punch that in, that's just for your sake or the next guy that's going to be working on this thing, rather than facing it in an inoperative position. Plastic covers taken off the back, bolts out. So now we're going to move on to getting the fender wheels. Now that we're back at the rear bumper, to get this piece removed without taking the wheel off, a few T15 bolts, so you can separate this piece from the actual bumper. There's another one, and up here, that's what you're trying to get to, is the 10mm bolt that's going to separate the bumper from this upper piece by the trunk. So we're going to get that removed off. And again, the challenge on the Z28 itself is this nice little fender flare. So if you're wondering how these fender flares are held on, look back here, see these little holes held in by the Torx bit T15. So what you're gonna have to do is, after you separate this, is get something like an extension. The way mine was set up, you can just hand turn it, but you gotta get in on those Torx bits. Looks like there's 4 on this side, and then up on the top portion up here, and this is looking straight up from the ground. Tabs right here. We got push and pull. It looks like we got another one right over here, and another one over here. That's 3. Onward and upward. One more. Should be enough to get this thing out of the way, so you can pull the bumper off. And to get the bumper to come off, you just grab and pull. So we're just gonna kind of walk this. Okay. But what you're essentially fighting, see these tabs over there? So, little clips, it's fed in underneath here. So, almost wanting to lift it up slightly to pull, to get it to kind of break free from here. And to slide this out, you just have 2 tabs right here, and you just pull. So, same thing with reinserting. Just gonna line it up over here with this. This is just kind of your guide on this side right there, with this little notch here. So let's get that back in. The one that I have, it's literally just a plug and play. Just line it back up, snap it in. And to get that secured again, just use 7 millimeters. So since I'm done on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and put the plastic piece up here and put that on there, with the exception of this, just so I still have some play if I need to for the back section over here. And again, just to show you, I already took one out, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have your 7 millimeter bolt right here. You gotta take out, and on the back side here. So this is what's holding the fender flare. And then at the very top, you have these little push tabs right there. So you just want to press that in the center and then apply outward pressure and pop these things right off. Okay, so we're just going to start from the outside, work it around, just give it enough play that I can pull this lip tucks into what holds the bottom part of this. There aren't any screws, it's the bumper. So once the bumper is removed, you can just slide and wiggle this thing right out. So now that that's separated, you got all this and since we already have like a plug and play, all you gotta do is press this button, disconnect, and ready to install the new one. Okay. Before you go run off, get crazy, putting this thing all back together, just check the brake lights and blinkers and backup lights, just to make sure you didn't forget something. It's just kind of double checking your work, making sure you don't have to do it twice. So very glad before putting everything up, the backup camera on this thing wasn't working, and that was because this was spliced into the older one. So resplice these wires, but you know, again, just kind of double checking all the stuff that you have. And if you're going ahead and pulling the back bumper off, a little recommendation, go ahead and change these light bulbs out while you're there. So just get brand new ones so they don't go out on you, and then you got to get underneath this thing and tear all that stuff out again. Right there, so you got one on this side, one on that side. And how you remove those, so you twist up, pull out, and this little guy just slides out. This is on the driver's side. Pull down and out, and then just slide your bulb out. When we get new ones, make sure you just got clean hands when you do this. Put it back in, check your lights, and now you're ready to patch this thing back up. All right, so we got the new bulbs back in, and now we're just gonna walk this back. We're gonna put the plastic containers on both sides. Again, the bumper slides over the bottom part of your tail lamp, and then it just kind of walks around with these clips that slide into there, over here, and same thing all the way back. And then we're gonna re-secure this. Gonna prep this area, some alcohol, put some adhesive back on. Everything, the same thing on this side. All right, again, real quick, just to show you, these things are pretty flimsy and flexible. Before trying to bolt this back up, this has adhesive that runs along here, so maybe like some alcohol prep adhesive underneath here, and then go ahead and tighten everything back up. All right, there's the finished product. So if you had any helpful tips, smash the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.